guys, it's Dan with the Crown Brotherhood, and I was able to schedule in a little time just to do a little quick getaway, just something short. I'm coming up here to the Atlanta State Park and just gonna relax by the lake, do a little lunch, chill out. You know, with the holidays in, Thanksgiving and everything, stress is high on folks, so be sure to find some time to relax and enjoy yourself. The holidays aren't just for working, and I mean, a lot of you folks put in more time and harder work for the holidays than you do your actual jobs. And that's not a dig or anything, it's just some of y'all put in some work on these holidays, and it's from sun up, sun down, cooking, cleaning, getting everything ready, especially you women folk. So just remember, don't stress, don't try to overdo it. Relax, enjoy your time off, enjoy your time with your family and friends and loved ones. Just don't overdo it. It's about enjoying the time you have together, so be sure to do that. But I'm almost up here to the little park, so I'll bring you back when I get set up in there. Hey guys, I hope you can hear me all right. Made it out here. I got lunch cooking. Nothing like a day at the lake. Even as chilly as it is, it's still nice being out here. I think we get too caught up on the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Now again, we gotta come connect with our roots, nature, kind of like where we come from. Like I was saying earlier, don't get too caught up in the holidays. Don't stress yourself out about it. Don't put yourself in a financial bind. Don't try to keep up with the Joneses. Holidays are for remembrance and happiness. Joy and spending time with your loved ones. And we forget that sometimes. It's so peaceful out here. Oh, just a little food for thought. Ran out of propane on my smoker there a minute ago. Come back and it was like at 100 degrees and I was like, what in the world? Yeah, that bottle was empty. Like I said in my review of this thing, of this little Coleman, these Blackstones, there's a squirrel, like right there. Hey, squirrel. These Blackstones are thirsty. They use a lot of propane, so keep that in mind. But it looks like it's getting there. I may, oh, I don't know if you can see me, I may have to lower that down to a little closer to the fire. With it in the truck blocks a lot of the wind. And with the open sides, I don't know if you can see that in the camera, there open sides around that thing, and I think it's letting a lot of the heat out. But hey, that's why I'm using it. Trial and error, you gotta learn. It is a cloudy, windy day today, but not too cold. I don't know if any of y'all out there enjoy cigars. These Acid Extraordinary Larrys, if you like a good traditional tobacco, fantastic cigars, and not crazy expensive either. But yeah, I hope everybody out there's got good holiday plans. Get to see friends and family. There's wind. So, I was packing everything up this morning and ran off and smooth forgot my coffee. So, I hope that's not a sign of how today's going to go. I might have to make a wind block. There we go. Oh yeah, that helped. Yeah, I might do something about the wind for taking that out of the truck. And I don't know how often I'm gonna actually take it out of the truck. This is kind of a rare occasion. It is pretty out here. It's my favorite time of year. I enjoy the cold weather. So it don't look like I'll be going at right now. Still fluid, still up in the air, but it don't look like I'll be going to the Ozark Overland Adventures trip in West Texas. What is it? Maris? I don't know, not sure how it's pronounced. But at the moment, it don't look like it. I think I'm gonna meet up with some friends and go with them, something local, back to the Ouachitas or the Ozarks. It'd be a lot of fun out west, but I don't know if I'm ready for that kind of trip yet. Well, let me rephrase that. I don't know if I'm experienced enough for that kind of trip. Driving out there would be fine, but I don't want to get out there and tear something up due to my lack of experience. I don't know. I've been debating. They say there's a lot of easy stuff out there. My rig's lifted enough, it should be all right. But I don't want to get out there and go, I think I can do it, and then tear something up. That would put a damper on Christmas for sure. But yeah, as far as Thanksgiving goes, who else thinks turkey's overrated? It's not bad, don't get me wrong, but the traditional roasted turkey is just kind of overrated. In my opinion. Hey, prove me wrong in the comments down there. Tell me why. If you believe turkey's superior to other things, let me know why. I prefer like deer meat, and heck, I don't even really care for ham that much during the holidays. I'm more of a deer meat, mashed potatoes, gravy kind of holiday cat. That's just me. Oh. So I don't know if y'all seen Matt's last video. I believe it was titled "We May Lose Everything," or we could lose everything, I think is what it was saying. About Moab shutting down 300 miles of trails. That's crazy. That's a lot of territory to lose. Right now they filed an appeal. I believe it was the state filed an appeal. Because that is a lot of revenue for the state that they'll be losing as well. Because it's on the federal level from what I understand. I might be wrong. Don't get in the comments, go to hollering at me, but I believe it's on the federal level where they shut it down. So while you're out here, you know, not at a state park, but yeah, the state parks too, take care of your area. If you're camping somewhere and it's messy, take a few extra minutes to clean it up. We don't want to lose this. We don't want to lose the ability to just go in national forests and camp and stay and see all the beauty it has to offer. And these state parks, they're nice, don't get me wrong, but to me they're not as nice as the actual wilderness. Nice isn't the right word. They're not as pleasant, should I say. They're not as pleasant. Isolated and peaceful. A couple hundred yards that way, there's rows and rows of campers, which, again, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with state parks. Not at all. This place here, this is the first time I've been here. This is the Atlanta State Park. And it's really nice. And I don't live too far from here. I've never been here before. But it's really nice. They keep it well maintained, clean. I've done seen the rangers come by several times, checking on bathrooms and sites and everything. So they're very attentive. And by you staying at state parks, it helps the state park. But I'll drive through here when I get done and show everybody the area. I've been around here for about 10 years and I've never even heard anybody mention this place. Corps of Engineers side is at Clear Springs. I've stayed over there a lot when I had a camper, but I had no idea about this place. It's nice. Well, temperature gauge on the front there is showing around 100 degrees, but it's starting to get some smoke, so I don't know if that gauge is just off. Wind is rough today, that is for sure. Of course, out here being on the lake, it's gonna be. These really are good cigars. Oh, I'm heading out tomorrow to, today's Tuesday. So, yeah, I'm heading out Wednesday for my family's Thanksgiving. And I gotta pick up some more of these. Divvy them up amongst the guys in the family that smoke cigars. But yeah, I'm heading out early tomorrow up to Central Arkansas and spending time with the family up there. Looking forward to it. I ain't seen a couple of them. Oh, it was since last year. I wasn't able to go to the 4th family reunion, and you know, actually it's been longer than that for my oldest brother there. He wasn't at the 4th last year. Him and his wife come down with COVID. Or not 4th, Thanksgiving. I was gonna do this yesterday, but out of nowhere, it come a rain. I say out of nowhere. I just neglected to check the weather. So I woke up and started packing up for this, and heard something open the front door, and it come a little monsoon, and it was steady rain all day. Oh, wind picked up. Might have to stand over here and block the wind. It is blowing the mess out of the fire. I can hear it in there sizzling and popping though. But we're cooking. Be a good little lunch. That view is awesome. It does look like the clouds are kind of clearing up a little bit. Well, I'll say that. It's getting brighter off over there. So, I guess now is a good time. I can go over the plans and the goals of the channel. I'm trying to do as much as possible on a budget. I know somebody's going to be out there and, well, you got a $40,000 Jeep and X amount of dollar tent and rack and everything else. So far, everything I've got for the Jeep outside of like my griddle and my little oven here, I found on Facebook Marketplace, including the Jeep. There's no way around it. Jeeps are expensive. That aside. And today it's just easier to buy a newer vehicle than to find an older one. I mean, it is what it is. I looked for some of the older Jeep trucks, the what are they, Comanches? I believe that's what they're called. And they're just outrageous high. So, and I wanted a Jeep, but I didn't want a Wrangler. My wife has a Wrangler. I wanted a bed. So I looked at the Tacomas. I just didn't care for the independent front suspension. I wanted a straight axle. So that was my biggest turn off on the Tacomas. I almost bought one. Almost bought one. It was also a 21. But oh, that reminds me, I've still yet to do really kind of a review on mine, have I? Anyway, circling back. I did found it on Marketplace. a local dealer had it, but it was on Marketplace, technically. The rack, I got off Marketplace. Got a heck of a deal on it. The pop-up tent, the iCamper Sky Camp 2.0 Mini, also off of Marketplace. Got a really good deal on that. Because like I said in my review of it, it come rhino lined, it come with an extra tent, it come with an awning, an annex, and what else was it? Awning and annex. Oh, and that insulation kit for cold weather. So again, great deal on that. So I'm trying to lean it towards more of affordable. This stuff is high, granted, but it's a lot cheaper to find it used than going out and buying it new. So I did buy my griddle new and the oven, but as far as the drawer and the bed, I think it cost me, I had them already, 2 sheets of plywood, a couple 2x4s, a box of screws. The most expensive part about the whole thing was the rhino liner. That stuff is high, so that cost me $100, but I only used half a can of it, so if I go to add more to it, I've got it. But yeah, the goal is to do it on a budget, or somewhat show that it's affordable. And again, it's still not super cheap, but I've give up stuff, other hobbies, to be able to do this. For the pop-up tent, I had a Cannondale mountain bike. I ended up selling, used that money to buy the tent. So it's about sacrifice sometimes, and this is really something I wanted to do. Oh, and my car. Oh, that hurt, but honestly not as bad as I thought. I had that Cadillac, that CTSV, and that thing was a monster. It was my dream car from the time I laid eyes on one. Said I will have one of those one of these days. It took me years and years, and I finally got one, and I kept it for about 3 years, 3.5 years, I think. Loved it. But I started turning into that old man, pretty much, that I swore I'd never be as a kid. And just let it sit. I think the whole time I had it, I put about 12,000 miles on it, maybe 12,000 miles on it. And it was just sitting. I didn't want to drive it. Somebody hit it or something happened to it. I don't know, it got too much of a concern and not enjoyable to drive anymore. I mean, it was always enjoyable to drive, but it was always a constant worry about other people. And the roads around here aren't great, and I didn't like taking it out on roads that were bad, because it's an amazing machine. If you've ever had one or ridden in one, you know it's 600 horsepower, supercharged, just a monster. So I ended up trading it in to the local dealer for the Jeep. So there again, it wasn't like I just went out and bought a $40,000 Jeep. I had something I give up for it. That was an amazing machine, but I really thought I would have a lot more regrets about it, and I really don't. I think about it time to time. It'd be fun to drive here and there, or I'll see another car and be like, man, I wish I had it. But all in all, I really haven't regretted it. Not yet, anyway. And the way things are going, I honestly don't think I will. There's a lot of maintenance on those vehicles. I mean, there's a lot of maintenance on the Jeeps, but it's different. That's maintenance because I'm using it. That car just requires maintenance. because it was old. It was a 2011 and low miles. I think when I sold it, it had 72,000. When I got it, it was 59 or 60. I think I had 60 some odd thousand. 59 to 60. I don't remember exactly. And at first I did drive it a lot, like a little kid with a new toy. But the maintenance on it was just never ending. And you know, with the Jeep, I don't know, it's different. It's maintenance because it's being used. And I'm learning a lot. I've been a mechanic my whole life. That was what I was by trade. But I worked on heavy equipment. So this is still, I mean, it's a learning curve. Mechanics are not all the same. Oh, I was an aircraft mechanic too, part of my life. That was some of the mechanics I'd done, and then I jumped over to heavy equipment. But it's not all the same. So just because your family member or whatever is this kind of mechanic, don't mean he knows anything about this or that. It's really apples and oranges in a lot of ways. In some ways it's the same. I mean, so, but maintenance wise, it's just different. I've already put 6,000 or 7,000 miles on this Jeep, and I've had it 2 months now. So I already done an oil change on it. Already crawled up under it, checked everything out, bushings, ball joints, stuff like that. So I just hit, I want to say 41,000 in it, 41,000 miles. I did buy it used, I didn't buy it new. I'm gonna mess around and let my cigar go out. Yep. There it goes. So, but thus far, I've really enjoyed it. It's been worth the trade. Everybody told me not to do it. I'd regret it, but so far I hadn't. But getting back to the channel, I am trying to do it more of the budget side. I don't have the finances to run out and buy a bunch of new stuff. Again, my cameras, all my video equipment. I got two GoPros. I got a GoPro 8, and the one I'm filming on now is a 10. I got those off of I got those off a friend of mine that was getting rid of them. 150 bucks for both cameras and a bag full of attachments. My Canon camera, it's a Canon Rebel. I got it back in like 2010, so it's old. So I mean, I'm trying to do it all budget. I will have to upgrade and get some more cameras. Oh, my board fell again. Let me take a look at this. Oh yeah, it's definitely a thermometer. Something wrong with it. It's pulling meat back off the bone. It's not too much longer and it'll be done. But yeah, the cameras, all my cameras are, you know, older and used. So again, I'm not saying I won't ever buy new stuff. So if I get a new something, don't come in the comments. Oh, you said you was doing it all budget. I'm trying. But sometimes you just got to buy new stuff, and I definitely going to have to look into the cameras. the video quality of these are good, but not great. And the video quality of that Canon is not good. I will very, very seldom use it unless I'm taking like a photo. Its video quality is just not great. I thought I heard somebody. I did, got on a bike. But yep, I went out. Yeah, it definitely went out. Oh. Still relight. Oh, got a visitor. How you doing? Had a nice little visit. The guy had pulled up on his bike and we just started shooting the breeze. But while we were talking, them ribs got done. The little smoker did pretty good there. I don't know how I'm going to get around here and do this. With this camera. Let's see. That's a pretty good angle. Let's see about cutting this thing open. Oh yeah. Yeah. Good beef right there. That was really good. That worked out really well. I was right. The temp gauge on the front just wasn't reading. I temped the meat, probed it. It come out to 160. It was well overdone. Well, I say well overdone. For ribs, it was right in there. My steaks I like about 125, 130. So, but ribs a little higher. But there's the carnage of what's left. Man, they turned out spectacular. It's hard to beat good beef ribs. I'm gonna sit here a minute, collect my thoughts on my little meat coma, clean up my mess, pack everything away, and I'll bring you back for the trip out of here.